iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts,
playlists, and listen live on the free iHeart app. Well, what a show today. Action-packed.
We debriefed about our different weekends. You went to see AC/DC. I watched a terrible television program that had Kim Kardashian in it.
This is how we rock.
That's how we rock and roll. We put to the pub test dress codes for flying. Thinking of introducing them in the States. Would they work here? Should we have them here?
Also, the 3 theories of where Desi Freeman, the fugitive, is. They seem pretty basic to me.
We step into the confessional, childhood confessions. Jonesy will play the role of Father Jones.
Yes.
And we'll hear your childhood confessions.
And Gets My Ghoulies, all coming up in this podcast.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller. Amanda.
Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you face?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
What are you, an idiot?
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda. Happy Monday.
And happy Monday. I enjoyed seeing us both in the newspaper on the weekend, and it wasn't those paparazzi shots where they catch you at the shops.
Yeah. Caught doing something that's strange. No, it's a great article. It's possibly the best article ever written about us in the history of us.
It went for page after page after page after page. It was to celebrate our 20 years together and the launch of our book, which is now available, booktopia.com.
Yeah.
You can get it there. Great for Christmas. As you have described it, Brendan, our book is like a big bumper annual. Remember, you used to get those annuals. It's filled with pictures and goss and stories, and it's interactive. You can listen to parts of the show. But yeah, the whole article is about our 20 years together. We've got 3 weeks left of this breakfast show before we move to a drive show.
To the fruited plains of drive time radio. And I'm going to miss this space, but I'm excited about the future. I'm excited.
I am too. I think it's nice to have an energy shift, and at this stage of our careers to be given an energy shift. I'm very grateful for a chance to try something new.
Yep. I'm just a bit worried that we don't have any ideas to take to the fruited plains after the motorcycle segment failed during the week.
There's still pun hour to try out.
I liked Garth's suggestions, practical jokes before we went woke.
Yeah, I'd like to banish the word woke.
Remember the good old days when you just set an apprentice on fire and then you'd all have a laugh about it later on at the Burns ward?
No one's got a sense of humour anymore,
I don't know what's the matter. Everyone's just, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid HR.
Maybe it is time for us to go, Brendan. Maybe it is.
Maybe it is. Well, what an action-packed show today. Because it's Monday, Instagram makes its return. And also, exciting news, you can get... what's it called? Tickets to go and to our opening, our book launch.
Yeah. How about I try and take over?
Yeah. What do we call it?
We're going to give you a chance to join us at our book launch. It's going to be amazing. It's on the 9th of December. Rooftop bar at Jackson's on George in the city. Furnace and the Fundamentals are going to be playing. I hear that Brendan Jones might be there. Amanda Keller's there. She's always reliable. Brendan Jones, I don't know. I'm trying to get hold of him. His agents are blocking me at every step. But anyway, yes, try your luck with him, as it were. That's the competition we're running.
Right.
But we'd love to see you there, and we'll give you a chance. We'll let you know throughout the show how you can do
Brendan
that.
Jones doesn't need to be there because Amanda Keller will be doing all the talking.
She'll be doing all that.
She'll be doing all the talking.
Speaking of doing all that, I have been watching. I binge watched. Well, there's only 4 episodes that I saw. That it was as bad as everyone predicted. All's Fair, that terrible legal show that's got Kim Kardashian in it. Oh. Anyway, I'll describe all of that for you later.
Well, I look forward to hearing about that. Instagram, as I said, and we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Question 1 for you. What do you call a film or TV show that's based on characters or stories from an earlier show or movie? It's a convoluted question, but do you have the answer?
Jam Nation. We have the Magnificent Seven for you. 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say.
You know, when my alarm went off this morning, I thought, this is our 3rd last Monday. Well, that's my thoughts.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Sure.
And then the next Monday, guess what I'll think? This is our second last
last.
Monday.
How are you gonna go
and
on
then
the
guess
last
what will
Monday?
happen at Monday after that? Then I think this is our last Monday.
Okay, you're going to keep doing this?
Yeah, I am actually. Wait till you get to Tuesday.
Okay. Let's get into the Magnificent Seven. Hello, Rob in Wollongong.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Very well. This question sounds convoluted, but I think you'll understand. What do you call a film or a TV show that's based on characters or stories from an earlier show or movie?
A sequel?
Well, it's kind of, this is where it's confusing. It's not necessarily a sequel. It's based on the
Yep.
same characters.
So
it's not a continuation of the story or a precursor. It's the same characters put in a different scenario
It's
or
like
living a different life.
Frasier was to
Yeah.
Cheers. Brett's
Yes.
Embargo.
Hi, Brett. Do you know the answer to this?
Yeah, would it be a spin-off?
Yes.
It's a spin-off.
Munchkinland is a fictional region located in which land, Brett?
Munchkinland?
Munchkinland.
Smurfland?
No.
No, it's not. Munchkinland's not from the Smiths. Where do you get your munchkins?
Yeah. Where do you get your munchkins?
These days, where do you buy your munchkins, your organic munchkins?
No, it's not Smurfland. All of that. I was always worried about Smurfland. A lot of blokes, but no, only one lady Smurf. Just
Was there?
film like a
I was
bit of
never
a-
into the Smurfs. My children weren't
bit of a
in that drop
sausage
zone.
fest there in Smurfland.
That was one of the films, I remember.
Anyway,
No wonder they're all blue. This might be our last Monday. You never know with material like that.
Munchkinland is a fictional region located in which land? 1355-22.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Damn Nation.
Podcast.
Right now we're into the Magnificent Seven. I hope the fish markets haven't caught on fire because it's taken them ages to build that thing.
And I'd like mine grilled, please.
Please, please.
Question 2 is going to Scott in Glenwood. Hello, Scott.
Good morning, Jonesy. Good morning, Amanda. How are
Hello.
Scott.
Very well. Munchkinland is a fictional region located in which land?
The amazing place of Oz.
Oz,
Yep.
that's it.
The not-so-secret sound, let's play it.
Duh. What sound is this?
Jingle bells.
It is Jingle Bells. Question number 4. How did AC/DC come up with their name, Scott? Was it A, from the label, from the type of guitar amplifier they used, B, from the label on their sister Margaret's sewing machine, or C, it stands for Antichrist Devil's Child?
A, B, or C, Scott?
C.
No, it's not the Antichrist
Gee,
Devil's
you said that
Child.
with a degree of confidence, but no.
Check your scalp for the 666 there, I think.
Anne-Marie's in St Clair.
Hello, Anne-Marie. How are you?
I'm well, guys. How are you?
Good.
Very well. So AC/DC, what's the name from? A, a type of guitar amplifier they used. B, from the label of their sister Margaret's sewing machine.
I'll go with A.
No, not the guitar amp.
Doesn't anyone know their AC/DC history? Stacey is with us. Hello, Stacey.
Good morning. How you going?
Great.
I'll read all 3 options for you, Stacey. How did AC/DC come up with their name? From the type of guitar amplifier they used, from the label on their sister Margaret's sewing machine, or it stands for the Antichrist Devil's Child?
That must be B.
Yeah, their sister Margaret's sewing machine.
Yep, that's what it was.
They should have just been called Husqvarna.
Or Faff. I'm off to see Faff.
Singer.
Anthony Albanese. I saw AC/DC on Friday. I got a report on that.
You've got
Coming
a
up.
report. Did you do
I've
your
written a
school
little
report on it?
I've done a project. Anthony Albanese joined in on which popular meme recently? He did have Delulu with no Salulu, and now he's gone the neck level.
Was that the 6-7 that no one knows about?
Here he is.
Yeah.
6-7. It's a big thing.
Yep, that's him. He
It's
did
not
it
actually
all.
a big thing. It just means neither here nor there.
Question number 6. Which iconic billboard is found at the intersection of William Street and Darlinghurst Road in King's Cross?
And that'd be the Coca-Cola billboard.
Yeah.
That would be the Coca-Cola sign. That's it.
Who won the first Ashes test, Stacey?
Australia.
What about
Yes,
us?
a great result,
Well,
but...
Wouldn't you be
rolling to
annoyed
2
if you
days.
had tickets for days 3, 4 or 5?
I know. It was a good result, but it would have been better if we had that result on day 5 and eke out the drama a little.
Well, you can't, that's the whole thing with
That's
test
cricket for you. Really is.
For people like me, it's over and done with. We can move on with other stuff. That's good.
Yeah, for cricket lovers, a bit disappointing.
Congratulations to you, Stacey. You have won the Jam Pack, a $200 Fun Lab voucher. Strike Holy Moly, Hijinks Hotel or Archer Brothers to book an end-of-year function that's actually fun. $150 to spend at Char Time with the launch of the iconic OG Premium Pearl Milk Tea, bolder, richer and more delicious. And Jonesy Amanda caricatures, fitty colour and some standard pencils. Stacey, anything you'd like to add?
Have a great week, guys. I'm looking forward to listening to you on the way home next year.
I love that, Stacey. I'll just put you in I'll just write you in the book here. Great.
Good.
Thank you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Brendan and Amanda, and you're on the same show.
How about that?
Let's start wearing lipstick.
This is fantastic.
Reporting live from North Sydney here as we look at Barclay Street, Marrickville, the building on fire. I'd say that the fireys are on top of that. Look at that. Would you say that? Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
It seems to be a bit more steam. They used 60 firefighters. Good on you, fellas. Well done. Sorted that one out quickly.
Fellas and fellerinas.
Okay, yes, guys and girls.
Fellerettes.
Did you see the plane just flew through the smoke as well? That'd be a little alarming if you're coming into Sydney Airport.
Welcome to Sydney.
Remember when Mad Max 3 and at Kurnell they had the 747 plane for the little feral kids or whatever they were? It was just a movie prop, but people would fly over this big wreck.
And I thought, gee, he landed badly.
I hope I'm not with him. He or her. Let's thumb through the Jarmanac, our big book of musical facts. On this day in 1979, Queen released Don't Stop Me Now. What a banger. It was a huge hit in other countries, not here so much. Commercial radio, in fact, didn't play it for many, many years. It really broke the scene, though, in 2018 here after the release of the film Bohemian Rhapsody. You remember that?
Yeah, of course.
In 2006, it was released again on the tracks and it got the highest ever after McFly famously released a cover of the track. Sounds a little Australian Idol, I think, but anyway, people liked it.
Who's McFly?
Don't know. Not likely to either, because we're going to put on the OG.
Let's do it.
Jam Nation.
What an action-packed weekend.
Well, tell me about AC/DC. I know you went on Friday night.
Absolutely extraordinary.
Was the sound good? I mean, I can imagine that the audience was geared up and ready to go, but was the sound good?
Yeah, I thought the sound was really good. When you think about it, Angus Young is the only surviving member of the band. I know Brian Johnson's been there for a long time, since 1980 when Bon Scott passed away, but still he's the only surviving
member. Is he? What happened to the drummer?
Phil Rudd, he sort of, I think because of the criminal stuff that he got involved in New Zealand, his visa might have been a problem.
Right.
But, that's a whole thing with, it's always those things. Visas.
Red tape, eh?
Red tape, eh? So, but still, they played extraordinarily well. And that's what AC/DC do. They're very formulaic. They stuck to what they know and what they do. Which is
what people want from them.
And maybe Angus's guitar solos probably might have gone a shade too long. But nonetheless, I'm thinking these guys are enjoying it. Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones says why, when people talk about him playing, when are you going to retire, he says, I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for you, I do it for me.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. Brian Johnson is 78 years of age.
Still, his voice was incredible.
I thought he was going to die on stage. Like, he sung, and meaning that's a compliment to him. He put his heart into it. And I know they're playing again on Tuesday night, but my God, he sung the hell out of that night.
Did he do the song you wanted him to do?
He did. He went through songs like, started with Shoot to Thrill, and you're just up on your seat, just loving it. So good. And then Back in Black.
Oh, great.
And then Thunderstruck.
Oh, the place would have gone crazy with that.
And Have a Drink on Me. Don't mind if I do. Although you can't have many drinks at Homebush, you're going to mortgage your house for watery Great Northern. We did yell out at a point to do the Hoover, the vacuum commercial.
Bet you, the whole time I thought, I bet you wanted to hear the vacuum cleaner commercial.
Come on, do the vacuum cleaner commercial.
The new compact does more than beat. It also
That was a
Did he
mash.
do it, Brendan?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Because that would have been a nice
equal airtime.
That would have been a nice little commercial arrangement. Okay, that'll do, Brian. And we've worked it out.
Dreadful.
Yeah.
Well, while you were doing that, I watched. Remember, we had Emma Gillespie on, and she was talking about the new Kim Kardashian lawyer show called All's Fair. And I thought, it sounds so terrible, it'll be enjoyable. It's so terrible, it's beyond being pleasurable. It was terrible, terrible, terrible. It's completely ludicrous. Anita and I watched it together. I thought our collective IQs dropped quite substantially. There's 4 top lawyers. I mean, there's Glenn Close, there's Sarah Paulson, there's Naomi Watts, there's Nisi something, and, of course, Kim Kardashian. And they sit around in the most ludicrous, over-the-top hats and outfits, eating sushi around a corporate table, and it seems that there's no work done. We're used to court dramas where there's some intelligence and that we can follow storylines where there's lots of work being done. Here, a client will come in. It'll be Jessica Simpson, and she was playing the sort of abused and overly injectable-faced wife of Rick Springfield. Everyone's doing these crazy cameos. And her case was she just wanted to get money from him because he'd made her have some facial work. And so they sit around and just go, well, honey, well, you don't have to put up with that. We're going to get him and make him pay. That's all. That's the only work they do. At one point, her rich husband was keeping her prisoner, and they said, we're going to Rapunzel his ass. It's just the most ludicrous thing. And so no work was being done, but they just turn up in these glamorous cars, glamorous houses, weirdly over-the-top clothes. There's a shot of one of them being undercover from a car taking photographs. She's wearing a sequined hat and a fedora and a big feather boa, and that's her going undercover. It's just completely ludicrous, and its biggest crime is that it's quite boring. I force myself to watch more than one, and it's actually quite boring. Good. So I've done the work for you. You no longer need to watch it.
I don't want to hear you talking about it now. So,
how dare you? Right to the edge.
Yeah.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda after the pub test. And today, the US Department of Transportation has announced a new campaign designed to encourage civility in air travel.
Yes, the Transportation Secretary has rolled out a campaign, The Golden Age of Travel Starts With You. One of the things that's included on that as Americans head into the holiday season, a lot of people travel for Thanksgiving. One of the things is included that people should dress with respect. Dress up to go to the airport, help a stranger out and be in a good mood. They haven't specified what dressing up to go to the airport means. But in Australia, people fly with no shoes on. If you're a flight to Bali, you're going to see the worst of people's attire. Some of the comments underneath this, though, are saying, well, civility starts with more space between the seats and a free check bag. So if I can sit around with a lot of leg room, I'll dress up. But when you squash me in like a sardine, I'm not going to do that. But when you are squashed in, you don't want to be sniffing somebody's armpit. I do think we should have some basic level. I mean, to go into a restaurant, you have to have some kind of dress code, and yet you can sit next to someone for 8 hours and there's no dress code on. Well, there's a basic dress code. You can't wear obscene T-shirts or, be near nude, etc. But no one seems to have that marker of slight dressing up. What do you think, Brendan?
Well, my old man was an airline pilot, so we used to have to dress up in a suit and a tie to get on the plane.
Then you were the pilot.
It was like, that was a thing, though, because we'd fly, on the company teat, and if you weren't dressed up properly, you'd be left behind at the airport. So I learnt a long time ago that if you dress up properly, you probably get served better by the people that are at the check-in and stuff. These days, they'll talk computer stuff.
But remember the ads that were, Peter Stuyvesant and all that sort of, and Simon Tahiti. Actually, they're in a bath, which is slightly different. But there was a better level of dress. And does that make travel better? What do you think? Should we have something similar here? Should we have a dress code for flying? That's what we're putting to the pub test today.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Eating tongue. It's like the Christmas party all over again.
Quite. So you kept your job this year.
I've just been following the story of Desi Freeman. Desi Freeman, formerly known as Desmond Philby. Any adult male that changes their name, not through marriage, there's always something sus about them. Have you noticed that?
Is that right, Jonesy?
Well, Jonesy is my name.
Were you born and your mother looked at you and said, he looks like Jonesy?
Yeah, right, okay. I'm exactly like him. Anyway, if you're not familiar with the story of Desi Freeman, he was the one that shot, allegedly, well, I think he did do it, shot 2 police officers, and it's been now 3 months since he went into the Victorian country there around Pawnpunka, and they had the top cop come into town, and he's listened to some locals because there's plenty of theories of what's happened to Desi Freeman. But I just love this. According to Mike Bush, this is the top cop, the 3 possibilities: Freeman is still in the area, being harboured by locals, he is dead, or he was somewhere else. That's it.
Are they the 3?
They're the 3 theories.
Well, duh.
So he's either in the area being shacked up with a local, he's dead,
or maybe he's somewhere else.
He might be somewhere else.
See, you need the top brass to come into town and figure all that out.
That's what it's all about.
Jam Nation.
We're not gonna take it. I want you to get up right now. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not gonna take this anymore. Bring out the blood.
Very satisfying putting out a fire, wouldn't it? Just.
I do it in here every day, Brendan.
You're always putting out fires. What about the golden age of flight?
Well, the US Department of Transportation has announced a new campaign designed to encourage civility in air travel. I know they've had the government shutdown, which has derailed, excuse the mixed metaphors, some of the flights going into Thanksgiving. So they're asking for civility, one of the things on the list includes dress with respect. They've said dress up to go to the airport, help a stranger out and be in a good mood. People have responded to this by saying we are jam-packed in with like sardines. Why should I dress with respect when I'm not treated by the airlines with respect? But if you are jammed in next to somebody, you want them to not be having an armpit hanging out, and you want them to be wearing shoes. All those shots of people's feet in between the seats and things like that. People's feet, did I just say that?
I will say
people's
this to you.
Feet?
I have never worn short pants on an aeroplane in my life.
No. And do you always wear shoes?
Always wear shoes.
Yeah. Yes, I make an effort. I think, but I understand why people don't. You're travelling with kids, you want to be comfortable, whatever it is. But like on a flight to Bali, everyone's armpits are out, and who wants that? Dress codes for flying, does it pass the pub test?
So we go to the shops and there's more flesh hanging out than ever before. So why not have a bit of etiquette on a plane? I feel really uncomfortable sitting next to a half-naked man. So to me, having a dress code on a plane passed the pub test.
I worked for an airline for 30 years, so we always had the dress up, but I thought it was a bit ridiculous because you'd get in business class with your suit on, and then as soon as you got in the air, you'd put a pair of pyjamas on. The Bali thing might be a bit difficult. You might have to get an Armani Bintang singlet. So, no, it doesn't pass the pub test for me. You should be able to dress for what you want.
Absolutely, there should be a dress code. But some people just have no pride in their appearance at all. It doesn't matter where they're going. They couldn't care less what they look like.
The Armani Bintang singlet.
That would
maybe
be nice.
He's onto something.
That would be nice.
Jam Nation.
Have you ever been part of an evangelical church, Brendan? I know you grew up as a Catholic, but have you seen the laying on of hands and the people who touch their forehead and they fall back or speak in tongues?
I've been to one of those churches up north, and it looked like we were going to a Branch Davidian thing. I thought, oh, hang on a minute.
Were you healed of anything?
No. It was pretty much just the family and their relatives and stuff in this school hall.
Okay.
And I thought, hang on a minute, we're going to get locked in here.
Okay.
And they're going to start picking off FBI agents.
I've seen, obviously didn't cure you of your cynicism. I saw once when I was working on a television show a man or a civilian who was channeling Seth, who was an ancient spirit. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that all the ancient spirits that come through, all they seem to say is be kind to one another, and you know, they all sound like Kamal.
That's well
I know, but I'd like some more information. If you're an ancient spirit, give me some more information. But this pastor is doing something unusual. A pastor, I'll tell you what he does in a second, but he has this unusual healing process to cure all spiritual and physical problems. His name is Pastor Christ Penelope.
Christ Penelope.
Of the Sevenfold Holy Spirit Ministries, and he's created a buzz online for his unorthodox method of healing people. Because what he does is he farts on people's faces.
Right.
A photo has gone viral of him sitting on people's heads and farting on them. According to the pastor, I'm just going to read the article as it is.
Sure. Don't shoot the messenger is what
according to the pastor, farting near the person's nostrils is important so that the healing power can enter the body and do its work. So after stepping or sitting on the congregants while they're in a deep sleep, Penelope claims the congregants wake up. They don't feel anything, and he says people who are sick are healed after his fart ritual. He says it started with Master Jesus when he stepped on Peter. I don't remember the book of flatulence in the Bible, do you, Brendan?
No, I don't.
He says it's the demonstration of God's power.
Yeah.
Just like God made Adam go into a deep sleep, it's a similar thing. Surprisingly, many people wait up to 2 months to meet him and get farted on. Some even collect his farts in containers.
Right.
He has reacted to the criticism saying, I don't fart on people, I heal people.
Sounds legit.
Sounds legit.
Sounds fine.
Look, if you go to sleep with some sinus, you may wake up with your nostrils burning and working overtime. So next time you're thinking of doing a Dutch oven, I'm trying to heal you. Why shouldn't you be grateful?
Well.
So anyway, just in case you're wondering if there's a new way that you can cure your ills, maybe check out Pastor Christ Penelope.
Loaves and fishes can be very gassy. It's 7:24. Helen Zarimas has the news. That's coming up at 7:30. Then details on how you can come to our book launch event, Pump Up the Jam. That's happening. The book is out now. And as far as I can tell, it seems to be going quite well, although Jacinda, boss lady Jacinda, was just in there looking at the pictures of me for Australia's Sexiest Radio Host.
Yes, this is when you had your photo shoot for Australia's Sexiest Radio Host. The year after, Ray Hadley won, but they didn't do a photo shoot with him.
No.
But the photo shoot of you sort of dressed up as if you're in... What's the stripping
Magic
show?
Mike.
Magic Mike.
Yeah.
And she said, wow, how long ago was this taken? Because it looks like you've got a bit of a six-pack.
And then she started really zooming in on the pictures.
And she said, oh, no, it's been drawn in.
It hasn't been drawn. She said, did you taper for this?
How long ago was this? Because you look slimmer. And then she said, oh, no, they've just drawn it on.
Anyway, we'll give some details about that.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Out of the way, Dovey. Amanda and Jonesy stay in school and learn school. It's a genius. That's what the J stands for. Yeah, okay.
Pump Up the Jam, 20 years of Jonesy and Amanda. Our book is out at Booktopia right now. You can get it just in time for Christmas, which is what I wanted to call it.
Yeah. I thought we should have shaped the book like a Christmas stocking. So it's a proper stocking filler.
Yeah, but it's full of... Yeah. It's a great journey that we've been on in this time. And when you think about it, what's something that you've enjoyed the most on this show in the time that we've been doing it?
Well, that's a big question. 20 years. Why is there something that comes to your mind?
Well, I was just thinking about it the other day, and if I just play you this, it will take you right back.
Is that the public trustee?
Yes, it is.
Hi, I have to talk to someone about making a will. I've just had a baby.
Really?
Well, my wife has, and she reminded me that now things have changed. We both need to make our wills.
Remember the time we prank called the Department of the Public Trustee and we got in trouble?
Didn't you just even one point cut it down to him going, oh, and just phoned them and went, oh.
He became known as Dopey Guy. But I think I'd like to revisit that. I think it was about 2009. It was back in the good old days when you could do prank calls. You can't do them anymore. Something went wrong
What
there.
a shame.
With the royal family.
Yeah, don't mention it.
That's coming up.
Wasn't us.
We'll talk about that next. On Gold.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation Podcast.
Radio prank calls, by and large, I don't like them. I don't like listening to them.
They make my sphincter tighten because I get anxious.
We worked with Club Veg when we were over at Triple M. Remember they used to do their sucked-ins? And I used to always think, they're always a bit difficult. I remember Vic Davies convinced me to do one with Jimmy Barnes, which backfired spectacularly.
Oh.
With Jimmy Barnes telling
you had to be part of one.
I had to be a part of one. We had Jimmy Barnes on the air he was doing the radio show with me, and then Vic said, we're going to ring up Barnesy and prank him.
Oh, no.
And Jimmy...
And so prank him how?
By saying that his new song is dreadful, not as good as...
That's not a prank.
And so Barnesy told everyone to F off.
Yes.
And the program director at the time came in and said, possibly the worst hour of radio I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, that's terrible.
So, I don't like, by and large, prank calls, but I do... And you remember this one years ago, we did the public trustee and guardian.
This was a series of ads that you're supposed to feel like you're eavesdropping on, just a casual conversation with people calling up the public trustee, whoever they are.
And celebrating our 20 years of this. And it's pretty much one of those conversational radio commercials that you hear where it might be a husband or wife, it might be anyone. It might be someone ringing the public trustee and guardian. We did this in 2009, but I think it still stands up. Let them do it. So you've got the old lady, for example.
Is that the public trustee?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to see someone about a power of attorney. I'm worried about looking after things in the future.
You know, and then you've got, the young lady.
Is that the public trustee?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hi. I'm told you're the right people to talk to about making a will, but I've only got 4 days.
Oh, I see.
Oh, no, it's nothing too serious. I'm going overseas.
Oh,
and you've got
lovely.
I like this. My favourite one is the dopey guy.
Is that the public trustee?
Yes, it is.
Hi, I have to talk to someone about making a will. I've just had a baby.
Really?
Well, my wife has, and she reminded me that now things have changed. We both need to make our wills.
Doesn't it? You know, it just sounds nice. It's such
But they
a nice...
sound friendly and chirpy
like
because
that.
they're all voiceover people. That's why.
That guy just sounds as dumb as paint. But would you be party of an experiment with me?
What are you going to do?
What would our dopey guy say? Let's use our people and see how they go when we put them back onto the public trustee.
New South Wales Trustee and Guardian, can I help you?
Is that the public trustee?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to see someone about a power of attorney.
Okay, I'll have to book you in for an appointment. What day do you prefer?
I want to be ready in case something does and I can't manage properly. Or, paying bills or later on my financial affairs.
Of course, yes. Do you realise that when you make it with us, you have to appoint us as your attorney on the document?
It's a big responsibility for someone else.
Okay, but so you're happy to appoint us?
I want peace of mind. Things will be taken care of if I can't manage it all myself.
I know.
Is this a power of attorney I can set up for the future?
But are you wanting to appoint us?
I'm worried about looking after things in the future. Finances, paying bills, all that sort of thing.
Are you wanting to appoint us?
I want to be ready in case something does and I can't manage properly. Or, paying bills or later on my financial affairs.
Did she hang up?
She's hung up.
Oh,
our old lady.
She hung up on that nice old lady whose dentures are clacking away.
Okay, well, so the old lady didn't work. What about the young cool lady?
Good morning, New South Wales Trustee and Guardian. Can I help you? Is that the public trustee? Yes, it is. Oh, hi. I'm told you're the right people to talk to about making a will, but I've only got 4 days. What do you mean you've only got 4 days? Oh, no, it's nothing too serious. I'm going overseas and I thought I should get my will up to date. Okay. So you want... Which branch would you want to go to? Where's your nearest area? I think I'll just stick with the overseas trip. Yeah, but you want to make a will? Oh, no, it's nothing too serious. I'm going overseas and I thought I should get my will up to date.
See, she's got no sense of humour.
Shouldn't she say, where are you thinking of travelling? How charming, how lovely for you. That's what the ad made it sound like.
And you know what? Maybe if the old lady doesn't work, the young lady doesn't work. What about...
who's left, dopey guy.
What about this guy?
New South Wales Trustee and Guardian, can I help you?
Is that the public trustee?
Yes, it is.
Oh, right. Hi, I have to talk to someone about making a will. I've just had a baby.
Right, and you're wanting to make a will with us?
Well, my wife has, and she reminded me that now things have changed. We both need to make our wills.
Okay, do you realise if you make wills with us that we are the executor on those wills? You have to appoint us if you make wills with us.
Right.
Is that what you wanted, or...?
Better to do it now while it's top of mind.
Yeah, but you can't appoint someone else. So you'd need to know that before you came in to make the wills, that's all. I can send you some brochures if you want.
Right.
If you want to have a bit of a read about what we do and what we're about.
Well, my wife has, and she reminded me that now things have changed. We both need to make our wills.
Oh, goodness. Good old days of prank calls.
This is just as excruciating this time round. But we're asking you, what are your favourite moments from our 20 years? Please let us know. Register at the win page at gold1017.com.au because we'd love you to come along and join us at our book launch on the 9th of December.
Jam Nation.
As we get older, it's nice when your kids, because my kids, most of them have moved out of home. It was nice when my daughter texted me on Saturday and she said, I'm not doing anything on tonight. Michael, her fiancé, is
fiancé,
going to see a band. I might come around and hang with you guys.
Nice.
And I said, sure, that'd be great, sweet pea. We'll get Thai food and we'll watch TV. And she goes, oh, now I sound like a big loser. I went, well, hang on. You asked. I'm not saying why don't you come around. And then I said, there's nothing loserish about this. And then we ended up watching.
What did you watch?
We ended up watching, what's that show called? It was on Channel 9. What's it called?
How do I know what was on Channel 9?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. It's on TV.
So there's been Wicked 1 and Wicked 2 that you've managed to miss. But
yes.
you watched on free-to-air television
it was on free-to-air TV.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You pay for this drives me crazy. You pay for every streaming service and you watch movies on television with ads.
I like when it comes up naturally. When you get a movie for free, as it were, and it just comes up, So we're watching Wicked of Oz.
Wicked of Oz now.
Wicked of Oz. I'm just combining it all. We're watching this so-called Wizard of Oz. But
you're talking about the original one.
The OG, the one that your dad freaked out about because of the witches.
Yeah. Yeah, he's now 92. He saw it as a child. That one.
And then straight after that, Willy Wonka, the OG. Willy Wonka,
with
the chocolate
Gene
factory.
Wilder.
With Gene Wilder.
On television with ads.
On TV. And so we sat there watching
Did
that.
Romany lament her Saturday night?
Well, we worked out that Grandpa Joe is a giant bludger. He's been in that bed with the other parents, which is just weird in itself, and hasn't walked for 20 years. And is
Brendan, this film is now over 60 years old.
And what a poor old Charlie's mum, she gets stuck at home with the other invalids. She doesn't get to go to the chocolate factory.
Brendan, you're talking to me as if this is a recent release.
I just, Well, what? I got to hang out with my daughter. It was nice.
And was she thrilled with the way her Saturday night went?
Deep derision at the TV. Well, I fell asleep on the lounge.
Oh, it's all the fruits of the pie there for her. But she's wishing she went to see a terrible band with her fiancé.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Doing it for the gram right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Going fast.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram. 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right. Happy days, $1,000.
You can have a happy day with $1,000 or you can have a great day by doubling your money. We have a bonus question, but it's double or nothing.
Rachel is in St Ives.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey, guys.
Rachel.
You sound vibey.
Hi. Yeah, I'm ready to win.
You are ready to win. We're ready to receive you. Let's see what we can do. We've got 10 questions. We've got 60 seconds. If you're not sure, as Jonesy said, say pass. We might have time to come back, okay?
All right, thank you.
Rachel, good luck because here we go. Here comes question number 1. What number comes between 8 and 10?
9.
Question 2. Finish these lyrics. I saw Mummy kissing...
Pass.
Question 3. Who plays Katie Heron in the movie Mean Girls?
Lindsay Lohan.
Question 4. What country is home to Stonehenge?
Pass.
Question 5. Mick Jagger is the lead singer of which band?
Pass.
Question 6. On a pencil, what do the letters HB stand for?
Pass.
Which bird lays the world's largest egg?
The emu.
Oh, it's the ostrich. It's the other enormous bird.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple in here that I reckon you'd get if you had time. Have you heard the song I Saw Mummy Kissing Santa Claus?
Santa Claus, yeah, I was going to come back to it.
Yeah. And the country that's home to Stonehenge? That's England.
And
I reckon
almost
you'd know
as
this
old.
one. Mick Jagger is the lead singer of which band?
He is an English musician.
The Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Right.
And HB on a pencil is hard black.
I would not have got that.
Okay.
No, that's a tricky one.
It's almost like you have to stay back after class, Rachel, for some tutoring. Rachel, it's Monday. It's Monday. Don't worry about it. You did well.
Half asleep.
You brought a
I
vibe, which
didn't.
is great. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, guys.
Jam Nation.
I saw a snippet from a BBC show called Daisy May and Charlie Cooper's Night Watch. So brother and sister reunite on screen, apparently they've done shows before, to spend the night together in notorious and reportedly haunted buildings across the UK. So they discover secrets about the buildings, but also secrets about each other. So yes, Daisy May and Charlie stay over in these places. And here's a conversation they had one night.
We've all done bad things.
What have you done?
It was a long time ago. I didn't want to say. It was the FA Cup final, 96, 97, and your Sea Monkey's tank was on the mantelpiece. I was playing football in the front room with the foam ball I used to have, the orange one.
Are you joking me? Did you knock my sea monkeys over?
Yeah.
Oh, my God!
I did try to save as many as I could. I scooped them up as much as I could, but they were just mashed in the carpet.
You murderer.
It was
You
an accident.
cold-blooded killer. And you watched me weep over those evaporating sea monkeys.
They don't have souls.
They do. They do. You didn't see them swimming in and out of that tiny shipwreck.
They are just lice, more or less. They're like larvae, aren't they?
That's separate to this story, I think, which is that he has never told her until this night that he was the person who knocked over. She probably thought it was a haunted moment. Who knows what she thought all those years as to why sea monkeys were suddenly mashed into the carpet.
Would you have any sort of confession, like a childhood confession? Didn't you smash up your brother's billy cart with your poor driving?
No, but I claim he once threw a dart into the back of my heel. He says it's not true. I say it's true. See you in court.
Right. Is this where you get this love for throwing darts at me now? Is this some sort of pent-up revenge?
But I think, why don't we haven't done this for a while, Brendan, the confessional.
Ah, the tribal drum will beat for this.
Let's do it.
Come, my child.
Childhood confession. Get it off your chest. What's happened that you've never owned up to? Do it now, and Brendan, as the creepy priest, will absolve you.
It is my avuncular and non-threatening priest.
Could you do that? I prefer that version.
We've all been given a bad name, but you are safe. It's a safe space here. Come into the vestibule, and everything will be okay.
Please,
my child.
My childhood confession, what have you got for us?
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
Well, sometimes things that happen in childhood stay with you and you never, ever tell anyone. It's a TV show that has a brother and sister, Daisy May and Charlie Cooper. They stay in haunted houses and talk about the houses and the history and their own stories. He confessed to knocking over, years and years ago, his sister's sea monkeys.
Did you knock my sea monkeys over?
And he said he tried to scoop up as many as he could. They were mashed into the carpet. She said, you saw me cry for weeks. They've got souls. You saw them swim in and out of that little castle.
They're more or less larvae, aren't they?
Well, I remember the packaging made it look like they were carrying little briefcases.
Often
and there's
a high-paying job in the city.
And the mother was feeding a baby in a high chair, all of that. With an apron on, funnily enough.
It's great fodder, so you can come into the confessional. Come in.
Jonesy and Amanda's childhood confessional.
Feel free to leave a small token or donation in the collection plate.
Do you have to?
I've got Tap and Go if you want, or Foursquare.
I didn't
other
bring
payment. Well, you don't have to. All you have to do is Tap and Go.
Okay.
If you would like, my child.
David, hello.
Morning.
David.
I'll hand you over to Father
Hello,
Jonesy.
David. Come on in. Yeah.
It was 40 years ago. My mum had a beautiful budgie. It spoke, it talked, it drank tea out of her cup, ate off her plate. I was 17. I was sitting at home. Mum was out. I smoked a joint and thought the bird might want to share it with me. And Mum come home in the afternoon and the bird was on the bottom of the cage with its eyes glazed over. And we had to bury the bird out the back and go through it all. 30 years later, I actually ended up telling my mum, and she was still brokenhearted. So it wasn't easy.
You kept that secret for 30 years. Did it pain you to keep a secret that long?
No, look, I tried to put it out the back of my mind because it was a horrible thing to do. Mum loved the bird. She was crying when we buried it, so it was horrible. And then one day I actually made a bit of a joke about it, and then it was like, oh, my God, sorry, Mum.
Yeah.
And now my sister just gives me a hard time about it as well, so...
Yeah.
Well,
do you feel better now that you've spoken to Jonesy, Father Jonesy?
I do, thanks, Jonesy.
You're absolved there, David, if you just leave a little token in the plate.
Ooh, not that.
Not an old roach. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
We'll take some more. 135522. If you'd like to join us, it's 8:25 on Gold.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation
Podcast.
The APRA goes to Jonesy and Amanda.
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
When those two go on leave, I rejoice.
Some things that happen in childhood, you think, I will never, ever tell that story. You hold it very close to you. But maybe it's time to step into the confessional. I was watching a TV show, Daisy May Cooper and her brother Charlie. They stay in haunted houses and discuss the houses and share family secrets and bits and pieces. He made this shocking confession.
Did you knock my sea monkeys over?
Mm-mm.
Yes, he did. And they all mashed into the carpet and he'd never told her.
So let's get into the confessional. I'll adopt the voice.
Please do.
Avuncular.
You seem to be asking for a lot of money.
But non-threatening father.
Everyone who's come in so far, you've asked for quite a hefty donation.
If you feel... give what you want. Give us what you can afford.
Okay.
Or is it easier for a man to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to go into the kingdom of heaven?
Nicely done, Brendan. You did pay attention at school.
Catholic education, man.
That's right. Hi, Rowan. How are you?
I'm good. Oh, Father Jonesy, have I sinned?
Rowan.
Over to you.
Well, I was about 18 and I was walking past a Salvation Army wishing well, kind of stole from the wishing well and went and bought a vibrator. And the darn thing never worked, so it was most probably cursed.
Well...
Brendan, what would you like to say to that?
Well, that will stop your devilish urges there, Rowan. We're going to send you some oven mitts. Please, if you can
and
cross...
you know what?
Yes.
About 20 years later, Father Jonesy, I actually confessed to my real priest, and there wasn't enough Hail Marys to absolve me, he said.
Right.
Oh, really?
Could you imagine bringing that one up in the little vestibule there?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
well, thank you
Good
for
on you,
sharing.
Rowan. Thank
I
you.
think you have been absolved here, according to Father Jonesy.
I'd get you to tap and go on my thing here, but I think you already have. We'll take some more. Is it just me, or was that right out of left field?
Unexpected, yes.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
The tribal drum is beating. It's the childhood confessional.
Come on into the confessional. Maybe there's something you'd like to share, like this woman found out that her brother had done many, many years ago.
Did you knock my sea monkeys over?
That's what it's about. Secrets you may have held secret for a long, long time. It's time to share them. Jonesy is playing the role of priest today.
For is it easier for a sea monkey to pass through the eye of a needle?
Keep going.
A young man who has ruined his sister's larvae. And
okay, well, they can't all be winners, but come on in and see if you can make yourself feel better. Hello, Jules.
Yes, it's me, Jules, Father Jonesy. I have sinned. Are you ready to hear my confession?
Yes, my child.
So when I was 10, it wasn't monkey larvae or those funny little things they are. It was my Barbie doll. My brother broke her head, and I felt that the punishment from my mum and dad was not good enough, so I took matters into my own hands. He'd just gotten a Walkman with his MC Hammer cassette tape, and I decided to get a pair of scissors and I cut the headphones clean in half.
Must have been strong scissors.
Yeah, they were. But the worst part was my little brother, who was only 5, got the blame.
Oh.
Wow.
You let him take the blame, Jules?
I did. I did. And guess what? Nobody knows. Still to this day.
Only until now.
Until now, Jules.
Now. Yes, until now. But they both live overseas, so I might still get away with it unless my parents are still listening.
All right.
Well, and of course,
Jules.
thanks to iHeartRadio, Jules, we do go everywhere. But are you absolved of your sin? But an eye for an eye means that everyone will be blind, Jules.
Oh, is that what you're wishing on them, Brendan?
No, that's what happens. Revenge.
That's what happens.
I'm just, it's not me that makes this stuff up.
Okay,
Jules,
thank you, Jules, for sharing.
You're absolved. Mike has joined us.
Okay, Mike, over to you. Step into the confessional and please greet Father Jones.
Father Jonesy and Sister Amanda, Superior of the Nuns of No Mercy, I have sinned.
Yeah.
So I have a brother who I do not get along with. And at 25, he is a rare comic collector. So when he was at work one day, I snuck in and I got one of his rarest comics, which is worth about $10,000. I tore it up and I torched it like the flames of hell.
Mike,
it sounds like you weren't even a kid when you did this.
No, because we do not get along. So, yes. So
You just done this recently.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I'm 25, Sister Amanda. Far from it. But
You are laughing
Mike.
diabolically. Over to you, Jonesy. What do we do?
One wonders how will he spend that on his wife and family?
who cares? Father Jones.
Well,
I was
it
making
sounds...
a joke that most comic people are kind of single. But is he single?
Yes. Oh, no, he's not single.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like you're not looking for much
Mike,
of an absolution.
Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, it sounds like you're actually enjoying it, Mike.
I enjoyed it way too much, and it still makes me look back and laugh.
Mike, to err is human, to forgive is divine.
Jonesy's reading a calendar this morning.
No, I'm not reading. This is from me. I don't know where it's coming from. And if you want to tap your little card up against my Foursquare thing here, we can put this money straight into the church coffers.
Oh, sure. Mike, thank you for sharing.
Get Father Jones a jet ski for Christmas. Because the Lord would deem it that way.
Okay, shut up.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
Well, 3 weeks before someone wins $20,000 from Marcel Stocks and Gravies for being our favourite ghoulie of the year.
What have we got today?
I purchased a leading brand of colourful underpants recently. When getting them home, I read the tag with the washing instructions. Cold machine wash with light colours. Do not bleach or soak. Do not use fabric softener. Line dry in shade without delay. Do not iron. Do not dry clean. Not very user-friendly. Maybe that's why some kilt-wearing Scotsmen choose to go commando.
True.
Imagine dry cleaning your undies. Imagine handing those into the dry cleaner under the big press.
They were colourful when I handed them in. What else is there?
What gets my ghoulies is for the last 20 years I've driven to work with a couple of people who have been really, really good, interesting, entertaining. One of them rides motorbikes just like me, and the other one, she looks pretty hot in a lab coat. And now, next year, I'm going to find new people to drive to work with. I can't drive home with them because of the way I work. That really gets my ghoulies.
Well, you can get another carpool. That's what's going on there.
That's very nice. What you can do, you can listen to us anywhere, because even though we're going to be doing the drive show on the wireless from 3 till 6, you can get the podcast of our show, you can stream our show, you can listen anywhere you get your podcast, so please do.
We're everywhere, man. Out with the bad, in with the good. If you dipped out, contact us via said iHeartRadio app. Someone is going to win $20,000 cash in, 3 weeks from now?
Yeah, yep.
Download the app and do the thing. It's 7 to 9.
Well, our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins $250 to spend at Appliances Online. You can shop the Appliances Online Black Friday sale with incredible offers across a range of big brands. Tribal Drum today was bidding for My Childhood Confessions. We had the confessional up. I saw a clip of a brother confessing to his sister something that had happened many years ago.
Did you knock my sea monkeys over?
Yep.
The
So
confessional
Jonesy
was
Father Jonesy, the confession was open.
Yes.
Do we need the music
Yes,
to
of course.
recreate?
It's here. There's
Here
the
it is.
vibe.
Thank you. I'll play the organ. But it was Rowan from Doris Creek whose confession left you, Father Jones, rather speechless.
I was about 18, and I was walking past a Salvation Army wishing well, kind of stole from the wishing well and went and bought a vibrator. And the darn thing never worked, so it was most probably cursed.
Yes.
Brendan,
Cursed
what did you
indeed.
have to say?
I'd get her to use my tap and go, but I think she already did.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Coming up next, Higo has arrived with Christmas free from 9 o'clock. Make sure you join Higo. We will be back from 6 tonight for Jam Nation.
We'll see you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, dear, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeart app or wherever you get your podcasts. Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation Podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.